Yo, GG, turn it up.
We are officially back. Season 2 of Casual Talk with
Jade and me. We're so excited, y'all.
Yeah, so we go kick this off with Kevin Samuels, R.I.P. Why they saying he was being bullied?
It's just not everybody is coming for his character about, the things he used to say about.
Everybody been coming from his character. That's
yes, but they saying now that they're doing it in depth is kind of disrespectful. Now, Vivica Fox was just saying some things on that little.
I don't watch her.
Whatever, but she was just saying some things. But my thing is this: why is it that when somebody died, we supposed to take them out to be saints? Like, no, seriously, no, we do that shit. Like, no, that nigga was a scumbag, and he's still a scumbag.
We're gonna talk about boyfriends, right? And see, a lot of people that I know, and I'm pretty sure y'all know them too, hate bitches that talk about boyfriends who don't have boyfriends.
I got a boyfriend.
All right, whatever. So we just gonna talk about boyfriends. Well, so boyfriends like party. I had brought this up to Jade, Megan Thee Stallion. I can't jump to this without saying this. They talking about they discovered that it was a glass in her foot. That bitch knew that it was a glass in her foot, and I am personally upset because I believed her. Like, let's just smell it all over again.
Apparently, we heard Megan Thee Stallion say that Tory Lanez shot her, and that she told police that she stepped on glass to protect him or protect all of them, because she said she didn't want them to shoot her. Whatever, the bitch already been shot one night, she didn't want to get shot again. So then it comes out later though. I don't know if that's a credible source, but I did see on social media that it said that the doctor said that her injuries were indeed caused by glass. So my thing is, were you shot in the foot and then you did step on glass? Or did he shoot at you and you panicking, stepped on glass and thought maybe you got shot? You know what I'm saying? And even so, wouldn't they have told you that in the fucking hospital?
Like, this bitch better get shot, because if you did, stop making me laugh. If you did get shot, like, this is a disgrace.
Because, like, why are you lying on him? Like,
yeah, exactly. And then you gonna go do that motherfucking interview with Gail.
I just want to say, for the record, I never cared. I never cared if this happened or not, but because we weren't there, I never really like to jump into people's business like this. I feel like if the evidence isn't concrete, and I feel like this evidence was never concrete, but I did want to say that I was more so on Megan's side, because why would she lie? But then, and of course, a nigga gonna say he didn't shoot you because he don't want to go to jail. But now it is starting to look like you probably indeed did lie. Yeah, because in that motherfucking interview with Gail, when she asked you was y'all intimate, why did you take so long to answer the question?
We all know you fucked him, bro.
Right, if you're gonna lie about that, you
was
probably
it for
lied
party?
about it.
Was it for party? Since we bringing him back up, I'm actually here for party in her relationship, because she looked genuinely happy with him.
And he tall enough for you?
Yeah, we all need niggas that make us genuinely happy. So I like that. But my thing is, like, he's a little bit corny because he, is always dick rat his girl, but don't seem to dick rat himself as much. Like, we like men that are more confident within themselves. It be seeming like you never had a bitch before. Like, that's how it be seeming to me.
I was more so leaning on the side of they probably just dick ride they significant others more, because they probably are more in the spotlight than themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know Sierra, we don't know Russell Wilson, we know Megan Thee Stallion, we don't know fucking Party. You know
What's your point? What you
I'm saying that's probably why they dick ride their spouse, because they're the wave. They're not. Like, we don't know them niggas.
And that's even worse. Like, that's even worse. Like, we're equals outside. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, we're equals outside. You should not be making it seem like that bitch just got all the weight over there.
Oh, that's anything,
like, that's how I see it.
Oh,
like,
wow, that's a little different.
Like, I ain't want this damn, and I wanted that damn. Fuck is wrong with you? Alright, man, let me go get this damn for Megan. She deserve everything. Like, that's how I see it.
You're not the man over there in your relationship, basically.
Yeah. Like I said, y'all making it appear like y'all never had a bitch before. Like, that's why it's weird. Like, come on now, you supposed to make it seem like I have bitches doing shit like this for me all the time because I'm that nigga, like.
They clearly are not that nigga.
That's what I'm like. Like, y'all do not need to show it to the world that y'all like that. Keep that shit kind of covered up. That's all I be saying. But they the shit.
Damn.
Sure.
And I also want to go back to this point about Party being tall enough for Megan. Why the fuck were you ever fucking with Tory Lanez and he's that damn shit? Because that was my whole thing. Like, he probably did shoot you because he got a fucking, short man complex. They have ankle problems.
I'm dead. I don't think they was ever like in a relationship the way she's in a relationship with Party.
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't fucking know. They probably just didn't go public because he wasn't tall enough. But they was doing something because this nigga got mad and shot her. Like, it was something going on.
Yeah, but they was drunk and kicking it. That's what you told me. They was all having a good
I ain't tell you that.
Somebody told me that. Like, they was all drunk, kicking it or whatever. And she like, I'm ready to go home. I'm sad. And they like, bitch, shut up, dance.
So that bitch shut up, dance. Wow. Wow, that's how you think it went?
You ain't tell me that?
No. Hell no.
You didn't say it. You said that they said it.
Okay. But no, I never said that.
Dude.
Okay, on this segment of the podcast, we want to discuss, who pays on the first date?
My answer would be whoever asks the person out.
That's what 50 Cent said. I saw him say that too. He was like, whoever I did was going on a date.
Yeah, I saw some lady who said, nah, like, it's always the man. Even though she asked him out, I feel like she stalked him down and asked him and then expected him to pay.
It depends on, I feel like, what we doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, if we going out to, like, the show or something, I'll pay for that. And if we going out to, like, eat or something, you're paying for that. If we going out to do something, like, fun, like to an activity place, you're paying for that.
I was assuming that if she asking somebody out first, it's one of those ones you paying for that y'all doing.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't paying for nothing. Like, I ain't paying for nothing. Like,
that was
I don't know who asked to go out. You're paying.
All right, we hear her opinion, and that was gonna be my next question. Actually, would you ask a guy out on a date?
Yeah, I would, and I have, but I ain't paying.
That's interesting. Why wouldn't you pay?
Cause I'm not paying.
But you the one who wanted to go.
So see,
I
feel like if I'm gonna pay to go somewhere, I'm gonna go with my friends, cause that's who you pay with, right? But I don't know if I ask you, if I'm going out with a man, you're paying. That's just the way of the world, okay? Now y'all can talk this equality bullshit if you want to. I ain't never said that, nigga. You're the man, you're paying.
But you just said that at certain dates you would be willing to pay.
No. I said I could see that, but not with me though.
Oh, right.
I ain't say me. Not Jade. I ain't doing nothing. It ain't even high standards. It's just to be typical standards, chivalry standards. That's what a man is supposed. He's supposed to pay on the fucking date, just like a man is supposed to take out the trash.
She said you talking about some supposed to. Who the fuck set up the supposeds? Like
that's the way of the way of the world. Chivalry. Men do these things. These are their gender roles, and now y'all want to take it out and make it. We don't have gender roles.
I'm just saying,
like I said. I'm not
putting this shit in
society.
These are talking about society. Fuck society.
Nah, I fucks with society. Some things. I like the old society. I don't like this new shit.
Obviously, she's stuck in her ways.
Yeah, and I ain't changing. The fuck? What that mean?
I just don't. I think people like her is the problem nowadays.
No, I think people like you is the problem now. All this free thinking shit. No, bitch, fall back in line with something.
No, ain't no fall back in line. Nothing is gonna remain consistent in the world.
No, it don't have to, but I'm saying it should.
And so you gotta allow people to change the way they want to change.
Nah, all change ain't good.
That shit's weird.
All change ain't good.
Regardless if it's good or not, it's necessary. That's what evolution is. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but I mean, just because we have to change don't mean we have to change to certain things. We can change in other ways. We don't have to just change and do whatever what is on trend right now.
And one of those things that we apparently don't need to change is men paying for shit.
You're damn right. It goes together.
So that's what you're gonna teach your son every time you go out. You better make sure you teach him how to work.
Yeah, of course I am.
It's some women out here who tell their kids, their sons particularly, and these usually women who got a lot of kids, like, you better go find a girl that's gonna let you live with them. And them niggas really be believing in that shit. But speaking of our next subject, are men submissive to women?
Now, with that topic, are men submissive to women as far as what?
I think submissive is the motherfucker go submit. When you tell them to do something and put shit in place, they're gonna follow suit.
I think that is the definition of submission, but I don't think that's what motherfuckers be talking about. I feel like they just be wanting that bitch when I walk in, shoes right here, bathroom, food is cooked, you know what I'm saying, shit like that.
I wasn't thinking that at all. That's a bit much.
I feel like that's what they mean.
Bitch. That's a slave.
you up. And that's why I be thinking they be wanting though. Like,
Hell
the king
no.
is home, bitch.
My thing is, I don't think that's what they be wanting, but this is what you have to know. Like, if you go sit your shoes at the door, women, like house shoes or whatever the case may be, sit his there too. Because naturally, like, if you like that, he probably like it too.
And even
like,
if he
shit
didn't,
like
he'll
that.
start liking it.
I think that's how that shit be happening. I don't think the nigga be like, you better have this at the door. It just be like, women that shit, I like something, I know he'll like it, I'm gonna do it for him too, because I care that much about him. Like, that's what that shit be like. Like, I had told my friend once, she was having a barbecue with her man, and he was on the grill. They was both actively working, right? So she hungry, she sit down, she eating. So he walk in like, what the fuck? Like, why ain't you, the fuck, you ain't making no plate or woo woo. She told me something, you can make your own plate, shit, I'm hungry, I ate all day. So he's like, the fuck? And I think he's saying he feels the same way. Like, he was working just as much as you.
What did you think about me?
Yeah, like, that's all that was. That was like, the fuck? Make y'all be hungry, make y'all.
Yeah, see, I made mine. That's how shit I be thinking too.
If he goes to make a fucking plate, because he know he been working all day, he should make you a plate too. It should work both ways.
Yeah,
in my
I get
opinion.
it.
Like, that one-sided should be weird.
But that's, yeah, I feel like if asking that question in reverse, are men submissive to women as well? How you gonna want her to do something for you that you're not willing to do for her?
Men are submissive, in my opinion. Like, if you have a submissive woman, he'll be submissive too, because it's like, she gotta be happy for me to be happy.
Yeah,
kind of
absolutely.
thing. So it's like, it's certain things, it's a give and take. And it's so crazy that the husbands be more worried about their wife leaving them than the wife be worried about. Niggas who don't feel that way don't get married. They're like, I don't know. Like,
Probably. Those are the dogs. Yeah, I do be feeling like, don't get me wrong, I think marriage is beautiful. But for some people, I feel like the man that proposed, I'm like, he gotta just be a sucker. I definitely think some of y'all get married on some pussy shit.
no, that's a horrible ideology. But anyways,
What you thinking?
I was talking to my brother. He's married. Congratulations, bro. We got married, and he was talking about how our father was judging him on basically how he carried himself in the relationship, because he's a submissive man apparently. So he's just like, your bitch needs to submit. Like, she needs to be cooking.
Like
She
on the
needs to be
wood.
cooking.
Shit, let her get a job and follow you. Nigga, be a
Let me
man.
say this a little bit louder. He's like, your bitch needs to be cooking. She needs to be cleaning. She needs to be the one doing all that, taking care of the kids. Like, you need to be chilling on your back. My brother, like, I don't like women like that. Just different preference. And so I had made a statement saying, like, not everybody like weak-minded bitches. Like, a woman who's gonna be like,
Shoes at the door, damn water.
Oh, God. Like, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I would only do that if I like my shoes at the door and I like my bathroom to run. I ain't just, or like if
you've expressed that you like that.
right, exactly. Like, or if
yeah.
I know like the motherfucker's been working all fucking day. Like, it'd be easier for him to just come in, hop in this, woo, woo.
Yeah.
Like shit like that. It's just like consideration. I don't really think it's like submissive shit. I hate inconsiderate partners. Like, y'all always don't deserve to be in a relationship.
Hell no, that's how I feel too. I don't give a damn.
I don't give a damn if you in the mood.
Social media effects on mental health. Now, I brought this topic up because of everything that was going on with Kanye West. I feel like, a lot of people are bipolar, and I feel like him being diagnosed later in life with bipolar, I think it had something to do with like a breaking point with social media. I feel like social media effects on mental health is just like, it's awful. Like, I feel like first of all, I feel like we shouldn't even have this type of connection with so many people. Like, when they say we are depressed, a lot of people are depressed because they seeing people living their life and shit on social media.
One of the main triggers for mental health struggles is lacking interpersonal skills, right? So the fact that you're saying like it's talk to so many people is like, but you don't even know how to talk to one person, let alone all of these
Exactly.
people. Like, so
exactly.
it can be overwhelming.
Yeah, absolutely. And
on the mental, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we spend so much time in our heads and shit like that, and
then you get on here and you see other motherfuckers like that, that's gonna have a toll on you, a heavy ass toll on you, and it's gonna cause a breakdown. And like, I remember one time after this Ukraine situation started happening, I saw like this lady posted a meme and it said like, how did I get out of bed and do like some normal activities when it's a whole war happening in Ukraine? I'm like, that's because we ain't even really supposed to know about that shit. Like, we wouldn't even really know the details so much if social media wasn't so prevalent.
You're saying so you wouldn't even be depressed.
Exactly, if
had
you
you
didn't
not
know.
had that.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why a lot of people, like, we dealing with a lot of mental problems because we're connected with too many fucking people. Like, we're not supposed to be this. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. We are not supposed to be. We not supposed to know what the fuck going on in China so closely. Like, we're not supposed to know what the fuck going on in Ukraine so closely. If we didn't have this type of technology, we would not be. I ain't fucking depressed about it, but it wouldn't be this big of a topic.
And she's speaking deep shit right now because it's always shit don't be coincidental. It's not coincidental.
No, absolutely
because
not.
it's causing distractions. Like, so the more people that be depressed, when you depressed, what happens? You not being productive. Some people can't function during their depression. However, they're not exceeding to their full potential. They being limited. They doing just enough to get that type shit. Now, when I say it's not a coincidence, like the people who created these type of metaverses or whatever, like digital forms, was coming up with another distraction for people. Like, we want to remain in control. How do we remain in control? We give them distractions. We give them this. Like, so that's why I'm like, you talking deep shit because you like, we're never supposed to do this. We're never supposed to do this. And can't nobody argue that mankind is going to be the ultimate destruction of us. People in general created this to distract us from other shit, and depression is going to be a leading to cause of death.
That's what I was telling my friend because she was saying that I accredit a lot of things to depression. I'm like, that's because it comes in so many fucking forms. We don't even know everything. It's like it's an umbrella. So many people are depressed and don't know it because it doesn't just show up like, oh, I'm just sad all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I just can't do this. No, depression could be I can't have this discussion right now. Like, depression could be like, I don't feel like going to the school. I don't feel like picking my babies up today. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be it's anything. Depression could be like, I'm going to work today because I don't want to deal with this at home. You know what I'm saying? Depression is a lot of fucking things.
Yeah, depression can be actively working nonstop. Like, this person won't sit down and won't give themselves peace to themselves. Why? Because they scared of being by themselves.
Absolutely.
The crazy thing is, so it's like social media is having this huge impact on people's mental health. Yeah, mental health is one. I mean, you can see a lot of people out there trying and fighting for it and making awareness about it. But when it, again, not a coincidence, when it comes to the government, they never make this shit a priority. Like, ever. It's just like, the weak's supposed to stay weak. Yep. Like, you know, like, that's just what it is. Like, like we need to only focus on people who not being affected by this. Yeah. You know? And it's not a coincidence. It's how do you keep people in control Like, that's it.
It's just we greedy by. I ain't gonna say by nature, but I feel like we're greedy people. Like, and once you get a level of whatever, you always gonna want more, and the more you want, the less you got to share. This whole Netflix situation pissed me the fuck off. Like, I'm just saying because you said living off social media, because the girl Tokyo, when she posted that shit on social media, talking about some, oh, she sharing my password. When she made another profile for her man, why you couldn't text her that? Like, why don't a lot of people, y'all, post this shit online? Why you just can't call that person and say that? Like, social media done got y'all. I'm pretty sure in like another 20 years, probably not even that much longer, that's gonna be our only way to communicate, since that seems like that's the only way y'all wanna communicate. Nothing is private anymore. Cause you could've told that bitch that shit in private. Then when Netflix say that they finna cut our shit, she wanna, how you know them people don't got more than two? Tokyo, you've done enough. You've done enough. Just stay your ass out of it, cause we here now. The fuck, I'm so mad.
That's how that should be though. It's like, so we complain about social media fucking us up mentally. What are we gonna do about it?
Nothing, cause I love it.
What is the proposed solution?
It distracts me from my depressions.
I did. Yo, Gigi, turn it up.